Hey, so today I'm going to be doing a video on auto adjust. So pretty much what an auto adjust is, it says it in the name. You have your cannon adjust for you. So when you're raiding, you don't need someone outside your cannon box adjusting like everywhere. So auto adjusts are nice because you can create patterns with them that are difficult for the enemy to find out. So you can shoot a couple shots in one place, then move it over a little bit, and it automatically does that in a pattern. So you can have one extra man on the wall, or one extra woman on the wall. But so I'm gonna go over a couple of different barrel types. So this is the first one I'm gonna go over. This I don't like, and I'll explain why a little bit later. But pretty much what you'll have is you'll have your this is your power. So you'll have your main like infinite booster part, uh, over here, and you're gonna be shooting your power into this uh, like area right here. And what will happen is wherever you want to adjust, so this is like a 4 adjust barrel, right? So wherever you want to adjust, there'll be a stair that pushes up. So your TNT will slide, say it hits here. And the reason you're using a stair is so that you get more exposure. But, so, you know, wherever you want to adjust. Then what will happen is you'll shoot all of your hammer TNT, but you'll triangle it. So what will happen is you'll shoot it, and it'll hit this wall, or whatever you have your guider as, and it'll go into this little stair place, and you just usually stop with a block. So say I put a block here, it will go like this, right? And it'll triangle like normal. So this gets a little bit complicated because you need two different pistons pushing. You need one pushing up from the bottom, one pushing from the side. Um, but it is, it is a good way if you are building from scratch. The way that I like to do it is over here. It's very easy because you can add on to every cannon pretty much, and you don't need to like triangle everything in. You can just shoot everything in normally. So pretty much what I have, this is my power. So I'll have my power hit this trapdoor. Then I'll have this booster go off, right? And it'll push the TNT to wherever I'm going. So say I want to hit here. So I'll have it go here. And then all my hammer, TNT, or hammer and sand will fly, and I'm just going to put it up here for a show, and it'll triangle like normal. And say I want to adjust at a different spot, what I'll do is I'll put it up here, have my power here, this will shoot it, it'll be blocked by this stair, and then everything else will come in like normal and go here. So with this, because you have separate barrels, you can adjust different Y's and X's for each one. So say I want my first one here, right? So when this stairs up, it'll hit that block, and then say I want it to go here and then forth, right? And then say for this one, for this stair, if I want it up, I can go I'll mine this because you don't need this part. But say I want to go like up here, and then go over and do it here, right? So you can choose between all these different spots, so the enemy doesn't know where you're firing from. Or, they have to figure it out, which will take them a while. So, and if you're confused about the visuals, I'll show you on my cannon that I built. But there are a couple ways that you can pull something off like this. I'll go into a little bit of that later. That's the way that I do it. But this, you can just do like a normal T flip-flop, anything like that. There's so many ways that you can create an auto adjust. It's like there's no one set way. There's no one good way because it depends what you're trying to go for. Something like this, very simple, very compact. I didn't make this. I don't know if I said that, but I don't know who. If you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm not taking credit for this because I did not make this idea. So there are four ways that you can do this. So let me just start here. 4 ways you can use this one. So first is obviously you can use it from this repeater, which will activate your one of your piston thingies. Then you click the button. You can have it in the center. You can have it activate here, or you can have it not activate at all, which means there are four because you have here, 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 and then when it doesn't activate at all, you can just have it shoot all the way down to the end because none of the pistons will have to extend. So very, very small, compact way to do this. Um, and how you build this, very simple. You have your sticky piston, which is a quick pulse, and if you are confused about quick pulses or stair barrels like I'm talking about, I have videos on that. And for the quick pulse, it's under sand comps. So, but pretty much what's happening here is when when you normally push out a block, oops, you'll push it out and it'll retract. But when you have something like a quick pulse, right, it will push out, but it won't retract, even if it's a sticky piston. Or like it won't take the block with it while it retracts. So that's how this works. So like I said, a bunch of different ways you can do it. How I do it here, I have my clock and then I have pistons pushing up two at a time. So two stairs will be pushed up at a time. Yeah, so let me show you on my Canon. So don't make fun of me for this. This is just, it looks ugly, I know. That's the auto adjust part, but this was the reason I like my method, like I said, is because, or this method, it's not mine, but this method is because you can add it to any Canon. So this is my 3-second 1 rev that I made the other day, and took me not even 15 minutes to build an auto adjust on it, just because of like, there's only a couple things you need to change. You just need to add this booster, and then change the barrel with this clock. This clock, I haven't seen anyone use before. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to use this, but I don't know for sure. But I like it. I mean, I like it because you can shoot at multiple spots and then change it up. So I'll show you that in a second. But there's so many ways of doing a clock. Um, so yeah, there's no like one good way. But yeah, I just like my method. Um, and I'll show you a little bit of that later. But you can see a quick view of it. But yeah, so pretty much what's happening is just these trapdoor things, right? I'll show you why I use trapdoors here for my barrel. So when I'm shooting something up here, like say I'm shooting at this block, right? It will be slightly aligned because of how stairs work. It will be slightly aligned to like this side, so it'll be like halfway in this block. Like it's kind of hard to visualize, but if I had a full block here, instead of going all the way up, it'd like hit this block and it'd clip on it and then go forward. So I have a trapdoor here so that it doesn't do that, and it can go straight up to this block and then go forward and then go here. So there's so many ways to adjust this, like I said. I'm just having a normal 3-way adjust, and what happens is it hits this one once, then it hits this one once, and then it hits this one twice, and that's how my clock's laid out, or my yeah, my like adjust clock, and I'll show you that right now. Actually, I think there's a reboot, so I need to refill this real quick. But yeah, this is gonna be a short video because auto adjusts are very simple. Right, so let's refill. Okay, so let me fire it real quick, and you'll be able to see it in action. So as you can see, the pistons pushing and retracting. So as you can see, one in the center, then it goes one to the right, one to the left, and then there's two in the center. So that's the first center one, and that's the second center one. So I like this because normal auto adjust, usually they'll just go in a pattern like 1, 2, 3, but this one has two shots in the same area, so it confuses people if they don't know what they're looking for. So yeah, it's very good for for force raids. If you know that the enemy is going to be patching. If you are just getting in normally, you don't need to use this. I mean, you can, but Like if the enemy's not gonna be patching, there's really no point in an auto adjust because this is just to like I said, confuse where you're shooting. But yeah, it works very well. I'll probably be releasing this in the future after I just want to use it on some servers, probably just Archon this season, and make sure it works fine before I release it. That's what I like to do with my cannons, but it works fine on here, so I'm assuming it will work. I'm just gonna stop it. But yeah, let me show you my clock a little bit if you want to use it. Um, it's kind of simple. It just uses uh, comparators to toggle on and off, and I have two sets of them. I'll do a full video on like different redstone stuff like this, because this might be a little bit confusing if you're not familiar with comparators. But yeah, I'll do a separate video on that. But anyway, there are so many ways of auto adjusting, and I hope that you guys go try to make your own, like make your own clocks, make your own ratios, because you can shoot wherever you want. You can shoot one up here, you can shoot one down there, and then shoot back up so that they don't know where you're firing. Like you could just sneak it in like super low, like just have a couple shots going in, But it's up to you to play with. It's very fun. I like making these. So yeah, my next video will probably be on efficient nuking, and then after that AP, and then after that probably one rev. So those are something to look out for. I also am gonna have an ORSUB video out with MRD, and yeah, so see ya.